To 12 News special coverage as we honor the memories and the lives of the 19 Granite Mountain Hotshots who perished 10 years ago today. We're joined now by Dan Parker, the dad of Wade Parker. You know, we've talked to wives of some of the fallen, the sons of some of the fallen, but to be a dad of a fallen firefighter, especially the way this happened, that can't ever go away, that pain.
The pain never goes away. It does get easier over time, but it's just always there. Being here with the kids growing up here, there's all the reminders everywhere you go. You get in the car and drive and see Granite Mountain, it puts you back there that day.
How do you find the strength to go on year after year?
Well, I have an amazing support system. My wife and I have been married for 42 years.
Congratulations.
And when she would be having a bad day, I'd be there for her, and when I'd be having a bad day, she'd be there for me. And that and our faith, you know, our faith got us through a lot.
Yeah.
And your son was continuing your legacy. You are a career firefighter. You quit the day, June 30th, 2013.
Yes.
Why did you quit?
Well, I had reached my point that it was a bad enough day where it was time to just get out.
And what your son did was different than what we think of normal firefighters that fight structures with water and hoses. What they do is it's literally back-breaking. It is hands-on in tough terrain, tough conditions. Can you just kind of give us a sense of just how elite the Granite Mountain Hotshots were?
Well, the Hotshots physical training program is kind of like what Special Forces military people do. And my son in particular was in really good shape, but he didn't like to run. And he'd come home and he would say, "We ran from Prescott all the way to Prescott Valley and back today."
Wow.
In the hot sun. And a lot of times they would do their hikes. Well, and the gear they carried, they'd have 70 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
And the tools they carried were heavy, and the stuff they carried in their packs.
Sometimes, as a firefighter, after a number of years, you get an instinct or a feeling. Sometimes it's a bad feeling. Did you ever have any inkling that anything like this could happen? Did you ever have any bad feelings about what Wade was up against?
I knew that was a possibility because it's happened in the past, and even with all of the stuff that they do, there's a chance that it might happen in the future again, so it's always in the back of your mind. And 2 weeks before the Yarnell Hill Fire, we had the Dosey Fire here in Prescott, and I was at my house, I was off shift that day, and I looked at Granite Mountain and saw the column of smoke, and I knew the boys were up there, and I saw that column of smoke, and I had this just uneasy feeling, but I thought, wow, they'll be okay. And then on that day of the Yarnell Hill Fire on June 30th, I was on duty that day, and somebody sent a picture of when the smoke blew up, and I got that feeling again, but I thought, they'll be okay.
Dan, I can't express in words, unfortunately, how much I heard for you and we heard for you.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your service and for Wade's service. And life goes on, but it's never going to be the same, I know.
Yeah,
Thank you for your, thank you, sir.
We'll make it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching our coverage of the 10th anniversary of the Granite Mountain Hotshot tragedy. Stay with us. We'll be back at 6 o'clock for continuing coverage.